People may tell you about the many benefits of peer tutoring. They may tell you that the students benefit by being able to have someone their own age explain things. And they may tell you that the peer tutors benefit by not only being able to meet new people, but also to learn new stuff themselves. However, today I'm not going to tell you about the benefits of peer tutoring. I would rather show you.
When you ask many people what to do with a student who doesn't think that they need a peer tutor, they may say to prove to them that you're important. However, there's an easier approach, because chances are the kid who doesn't think he needs a peer tutor is the one who needs it the most. At some point in time, that student is going to need help and they will come to you. All you have to do is prove that you can help them and you'll keep them coming back. I'm aware that this is going to sound totally cheesy, but the best part about being a peer tutor is everything. I love grading the papers, and I especially love handing them back. When you hand the papers back, you see the look of joy on the students' faces, and it just makes you happy inside. I also love meeting the new people in the class, because usually if you're a grade 11 or grade 12 student, you don't talk to the grade 9s or 10s so much, and it gives you a good chance to meet them and get to know them a little. Definitely my favorite part, and the most special for me, was having my own desk in the back. It had drawers, which a normal desk obviously doesn't, and for that matter it actually had a computer, which was fantastic, because it meant that I could do my peer tutoring homework on that if I had nothing to do, and it was just really special and I really enjoyed having that. Usually there's a lot going on as a peer tutor. You may have work to do, tests to correct, homework to correct, stuff to take from the students or stuff to give back from the students. However, there's always the gap time in between those. The time where you have nothing to do. Gets a little boring, and that is my least favorite part of peer tutoring. 'Cause I am just at my desk doing nothing, and I feel like a bit of a waste of space in the class, and I just don't feel like I'm helping at all. But usually there's no work for me to do. There are no tests to correct, nothing to pick up or hand back, no notes to take down, and that'll happen sometimes. It's not fun. Frankly, it's boring, but just gotta find something to do. I have a computer, so sometimes I do my peer tutoring homework. Obviously, there are a lot of important qualities that a peer tutor needs to have. But frankly, I think the most important is patience. Sometimes you'll get to class and there will be a giant stack of work for you to do on your desk that you are just really not in the mood for.
All of this stuff right here, and I gotta put it all back in the binder because one day it broke, and then when you try to close anything it all falls out.
Or there is a kid that you do not want to deal with, but sometimes you just have to. So you've got to do what you got to do, stay cool, be patient, and you'll do just fine. There are many important things that I've learned about teaching through peer tutoring this semester. The most important of all is how to deal with the trouble students. There are some students that have no respect for the teacher, some that are just seeking attention, and some that will not stop talking. The way to deal with all of these students is not to give them the attention that they want. All of them are just looking for attention, either from their friends, the teacher, or even the peer tutor. What you have to do is obviously keep them quiet by asking them to stop talking every little while or to put away their cell phones, but not too much or else you're giving them the attention that they seek. If necessary, you may have to move them away from the rest of the class so that they don't have anyone left to talk to or to crack a joke to, which is disrupting the whole class. In the end, the students are there to learn, and that's what they have to do. They shouldn't be distracted by someone who's trying to hog the attention of the teacher. The student that benefits most from a peer tutor are the ones that need the most attention.
This is my friend who likes to talk a lot, so now he's stuck back here with me. He used to sit way up there, but then now he's stuck here because he wouldn't stop talking and he wouldn't listen. So now he's here.
You're a horrible narrator.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
You need like freaking like what's his name? It's like
Morgan Freeman.
Yes, exactly. You need Morgan Freeman. You have 20 pages. He talks about underpants and he says that.
Sometimes it might be a medical thing or a psychiatric thing, like ADHD, or sometimes they may just get distracted very easily and need help keeping organized. And those are the kids that need a peer tutor the most. They need someone to communicate with one-on-one with, to work with, and to watch over them, frankly, because if you don't, they're going to talk. And if they talk, they are not going to be paying attention. And if they are not paying attention, they are not going to learn, which is the whole point of being at school. So what purpose is there being there if they're not taking in knowledge? And that's why they're the ones that need a peer tutor the most. They need someone to help them out and make sure that they learn.
Oh, 60 years of my life gone by, and what do I have to show for it? Oh, what's this?
What fond memories I have. Looking over the semester, I guess I got a pretty good class. They were easy to work with most of the time, and they were eager to learn. Some of them were very smart, and the ones that were smart liked to help out the ones who weren't so smart. And if they needed help, I'd love to help out. The thing I remember most about peer tutoring, and I'm not quite sure why it's the thing that gets stuck in my mind, no one really knows why, but being a geography peer tutor, helping them with maps. A lot of them didn't understand latitude and longitude and how to measure it, and just helping them out is a very fond memory for me. Looking over the maps with the students and helping them learn, and then seeing them flourish on their tests. It was just nice, and it's what I remember from this semester. I don't have any regrets for taking peer tutoring. People may say, oh, well, you could have taken a different class, a more academic one, or that peer tutoring is a waste of time. But it's not. Don't listen to those people. It's a good experience, and an experience that everyone should have. The best way to develop a working relationship with your host teacher is just to be nice to them. All teachers want is to be appreciated by students. However, some also might want their students to learn. So if you help them control the students, that'll also get you pretty far. I mean, teachers are people too. They need happiness and goodness in their life. So, as a peer tutor, their understudy pretty much, we can give them that happiness. We can do their work for them, give them more free time. We can help them out with difficult problems, break up fights, if there were fights. Just that kind of stuff is how you build a good relationship with your host teacher. Often, as a peer tutor, I get frustrated. Mostly, it's with the students. Mostly, one particular student. It can sometimes get me down, sometimes throw me off, but I find that just common knowledge is the best way to get through it. They're there to learn. Fine, they don't want to learn. Have fun doing the course again. Have fun being in high school until age 50. A little tough love is what they need without being mean. If none of that works, I also find that going to the teacher helps. Not to be a tattletale, but... well, I mean, it's not tattletaling really. But the teacher can have a bit of a talk with them, and then they'll come back the next day and be a better worker, which is good for me, for the teacher, for the rest of the class, and for them.